Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Now that looks a decent ball. Spread out to the left.
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. This looks promising.
Tries a shot!
And the ball's come loose here. And now the breakaway. Matheus Cunha.
Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the shot! And it's a goal!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So, a breakthrough already.
And it's Bellingham. Haaland.
Header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Played into space. Now this could be a chance. And he's certainly onside here. Crosses it in.
And he's there to clear it. Rodri. That has been slung wide. Cross, big header! Oh, crossbar! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Liverpool are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Rice.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
And it's Joao Palhinha. Tries to...
Shapes to shoot! Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Rice. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pullet chasing after it. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's gone loose. Looking for options for movement. Always onto this. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Ronaldo. Good read, needed to be.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Rice. And this is Mohamed Salah. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nkunku. Hernandez could try cutting inside here. And that should get the job done. Well, that's well seen too. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's a shade optimistic. Rice. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Liverpool can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Barella. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gullit.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Oh, good spread. That is good alertness. And it's João Palhinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Look at the space here.
Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gullit with the clearance. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Nicely shaped cross. Mohamed Salah. He's looking wide. And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Vietnam
Couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Bellingham. Mohamed Salah. Bellingham. For Rice. João Palhinha.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Gullit. Number 4, Rafinha. Number 21,
Elise.
Matthias Cunha. Number 7, Barella.
Almost 75 minutes on
Coming
the clock
field,
now.
Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
He's taking on the lot of them.
Number 10, Olise. Number 17,
Ruben Neves, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it out wide.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Now it's Endrick. Endrick proves just a little bit too strong. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Rice goes short. Now it's Rice. That's good play. And that was very necessary. Liverpool still ahead by the game's only goal.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Rodri.
Radio.
And he
Number
thumps
15.
it clear.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field. Number 37.
And it's De Bruyne.
Van de Beek. Number 45.
I thought it was going to happen
Osimhen.
then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Cross into the box.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Endrick. Chooses to go crossfield. Thuram gets it clear. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Thinks about the shot. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that's it. Liverpool are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the keeper beats it away. Hernandez. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, cracking ball. Barella showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Goes long and straight. First quarter of an hour gone. Can he get it through? Matheus Cunha. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bellingham. He's on it. Can he get away? Hernandez drives forward on the overlap.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hernandez.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text them.
Haaland! Rodri with the clearance. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. And here's Gullit. De Bruyne. Now Ødegaard. Gullit. Jimenez defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Rafinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hakimi. That's tidy. Hakimi. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Played into space. And the pass is intercepted. Rice is onto it in a flash. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rice. Now, can they get him away? Thuram tries to clear. Matheus Cunha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Rice. Couldn't squeeze it through. Matheus Cunha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely shaped ball. Done delicately. Ødegaard. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Now it's De Bruyne. Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ødegaard, chance here to counter. Now it's Rice. João Palhinha. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 7, Erling
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Field is number
So
6,
neither side has yet broken through. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That has been slung wide. Drilled in low. Cleared without complication. Vietnam looking to pass their way. Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's their second corner of the game. And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's in! The second half sparked straight into life. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be...
Terrific header! Oh, crossbar! And that has been cleared. Ronaldo made a good run there. Defending was strong and firm. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's nice. Looking to play him in. And the shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
substitution on the field, number 19.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Liverpool have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must...
Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Rice. Oh, super ball! Real chance! And it's hoisted clear. Nicely weighted.
Mbappe!
Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitutions taking place.
Vietnam get their fourth corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bellingham. Rice.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Olise hurtling down that right flank. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's quick to get it clear again. De Bruyne. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mbappe! Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Olise gets rid without sophistication. And it's Ødegaard. Now that looks a decent ball. Into the last quarter of an hour. Nkunku. Mbappe. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution on the field.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Ødegaard. Number 41, Rice. Number 6, Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Vinicius
Number 20.
against the crossbar. They've done it! And they've got their lead back. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a clever looking...
A header! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Great chance. De Bruyne! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Martinelli, Nkunku.
He is through here.
Martinelli.
Martinelli! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Martinelli actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
He's going for goal!
Has been indicated.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
And Nkunku really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ibrahimovic driving forward. Nkunku. And here's Vinicius Junior. He could be in here. He is just caressing the ball.
Decent chance!
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nkunku. Martinelli.
Martinelli!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And we're done. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Vietnam have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He's had a shot! They score! There is the breakthrough!
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Haaland. Stood up well to him there. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming. And the counter is on. Over to the left. Ødegaard. Bergomi gets a foot in and wins the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rice. Haaland. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And now they can clear their lines. Ball driven towards... Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself. That's been cut out, well played. Driving on and making good progress. That's a little off target. Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking to play him in. Oh, it's played into the area. It's a mighty effort! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
João Palhinha.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vietnam have reclaimed it. And it's Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's gone backward here. Haaland. It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Matheus Cunha. Barella.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Gvardiol is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Rafinha. And it's Barella. Cristiano Ronaldo. Jimenez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is ended up in no man's land.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ødegaard knocks it into space. Gently done. No, that's been intercepted. Bergomi. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Haaland. Probing pass. Nicely worked. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's managed to get rid. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's played it back. Hernandez. Over to the other side. And Hakimi. Ibrahimovic.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Vietnam can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Erling Haaland. Number 4, Olise. Coming on the field, number 6, Mbappe. Number 19, De Bruyne.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Hakimi. Van Dijk. Opts for safety. Jimenez. And Hernandez. And it's Ødegaard. The defender is not giving up on this. It's Hernandez. That's tidy. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. In towards the back. Oh, smashing header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Jimenez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vietnam have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Liverpool still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Palhinha calmly anticipates. Now, the less said about that pass, the better. Decent progress down the left. Nicely weighted ball. And they've got rid. Knocks it out wide. Pinches it off him. De Bruyne.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Bellingham. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Barella.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Played out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Van Dijk. And Hakimi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hakimi. Hernandez. And it's Ødegaard. Jimenez. And Hakimi. And this is De Bruyne. Rafinha. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Liverpool are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
So, time for changes
Jimenez.
on both sides, actually.
Number 24, Bellingham. Number 13, Ødegaard.
Not got that quite
Number
right.
9, Van Dijk.
Martinelli.
Coming on the field, number 3.
That is a brilliant interception. Vardiol gets it clear.
Gabriel 7, number 42, Scalvini.
And the shot's on here.
Guardiola. Substitution.
Tries a shot! Bergomi. Nicely aimed pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Cristiano. Shot a goal! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Hernandez. Vietnam clearly now in lead preservation mode. Has a look and plays it forward. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested
Hello
interest.
everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let
How
you
would you
know
summarise? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. Can he finish? And it's a goal! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always...
Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Matheus Cunha, and the through ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vardiol. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's a good ball. Ødegaard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Bruyne. Can he get it through? Elise is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, such a clever touch. Looks to the other side. Stood up well to him there. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Turns back here, probably the best option. And they can counter here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ødegaard. Chips it through. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ødegaard. Van Dijk. In it comes. Van Dijk cuts it out. Ødegaard. Rodri does well to get it back. Bellingham. Looking for a runner. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Elise. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's decided to go for it. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And the counter is on. And it's been played through. Bellingham showing good feet. Now it's Ødegaard. Threads one in. He can get that clear. And here's Elise. And it's Ødegaard. He's on it, can he get away? Off he goes! Against the crossbar! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
Ødegaard. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Pullet ready to try one. Great chance here to level it up. Pullet! Terrific save by Abbiati. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Now, can he find a finish? That's going to go a long way. Jimenez tries to clear. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Pulling. And a chance! Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cleared without hesitation. Deep into stoppage time. Pass somewhat off target. Bergomi works it forward. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And we hit half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Bellingham. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Bellingham. And here's Olise. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that was probably asking just too much. Olise. Now it's Bellingham. Now Ødegaard. Rice. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. De Bruyne.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. Played back in. Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution
So,
on
time
the
for
field.
changes on
Number
both sides,
7,
actually.
Erling Haaland. Number 24, Bellingham. Number
Rodri.
4, Olise. Number 13, Ødegaard. Coming
That's a
on
throw.
the field, number 6, Mbappe. Number 17, Nkunku. Number
Guardiola
14,
knocks it into space. Rice
Number
gets across to
22,
intercept that.
Gabriel Martinelli. Substitutions taking place.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Liverpool do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Now it's Martinelli. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! Goal! Into the lead once more. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Vietnam get themselves into the lead. Hernandez receives it in a wide position. And it's Rice. João Palhinha. Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that could set him on his way. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Look at the space here. Rodri. Rafinha. Good purposeful running this. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substitution on the field.
So,
Number 2,
power or guile,
Jimenez.
what's it going to be?
Number
This
19,
an opportunity to pull
De Bruyne.
level.
Coming on the field, number 42, Scalvini. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Searching pass he's played there. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's gone backward here. And it's Nkunku. Now it's Martinelli. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. In by Martinelli. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. That's a sharp pass. It's been slipped through. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano! Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that is one way to stop him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a searching pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Rice has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Oh, can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply. Ibrahimovic. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Rodri. It's out for a goal kick. And that will be the final act. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, they were posed with problems in wide areas and they couldn't find a solution to those wide defensive positions. Just not good enough on so many levels.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That's an imaginative pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Griezmann. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's neat. Deep cross. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Griezmann. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pelé has played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. This looks promising. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adriano in the hunt and looking threatening. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Looking to go deep. Oh, well played, well played. Neymar. It's Ronaldinho. It's a searching pass. Griezmann. And that is as far as they're going to go. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar, well, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Griezmann, and France can counter now. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Thuram. He's had a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Vieira. Griezmann. Ekitike. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adriano. And here's Neymar. Hit into the middle. Konate can get it clear. That's a throw. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played into space. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Adriano. And he's had it nicked away. Vieira. Spread out to the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Colomwani. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ronaldinho. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
France leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
France definitely want to carry on.
And a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Brazil are looking to go forward now. Decent chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, he's been shot at goal! They've done it! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Gilberto Silva. And here's Ronaldinho. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Griezmann. Tries to pass it through. Gabriel. Brazil have reclaimed it. Adriano. And here's Neymar. And this shot, surely! It's in! Right back in the game! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, well played. There's a shot. And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. France have their 3rd corner. Now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. France are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's...
There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out wide. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Lizarazu. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And here's Ronaldinho. A temporary retreat here.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It's Adriano! Thuram gets rid without sophistication. That's a good run down the left. Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a climb! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Brazil looking to pass their way through. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Incoming delivery. Good read, needed to be. Ronaldinho! Should have equalised. Ekitike. Lizarazu. Nice control. Pings it across. Brilliantly cut out. Well, that pass isn't the best.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Great vision. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely weighted ball. Out towards the flank. And that looks a decent ball. Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lizarazu. Flings in across. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's been won straight back. Lizarazu. And it's Vieira. And that is expertly dealt with. So that's it. It is all over. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
Well, Peter, this is certainly a man who can make all the difference.
King Eric, surely one of the greatest ever to grace the English game. And you've got to say that alongside his class, he brought about a bit of a tactical revolution too.
Yeah, in an age where everything was fast and down the sides, well, his nous and drive encouraged his team to play through the middle with great success. Nothing new nowadays, of course, but back then, I think his qualities were pretty unique.
And it's Kagawa in with the challenge. And now the breakaway. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Real chance! And he's heaved it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Robson receives it. There's the shot!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Takes a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is what shapes to shoot! And he's found the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 15 minutes.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary. Great chance! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are...
Robson! Yes! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
York is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Varane cuts out the pass. Vardiol. And here's Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball. Deep cross. Taken back almost at once. Here comes the corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Changes him with that pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Robson puts his foot on the gas.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
York. Matheus Cunha. And it's Kagawa. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
York. Rooney can see things others simply cannot. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Haaland. And he's certainly onside here. Matheus Cunha. Chance for a shot! Could be danger here. And he's following up.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And here's Haaland. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Cantona. York. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the first half is done. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Manchester United get the ball rolling for the second period. And he cuts out the supply. Matheus Cunha is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Looking to go deep. Rooney. Cantona. It's a good foot in there. It's a throw-in. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Gerrard. Great vision. Robson. York. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good run he's making there. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That has been slung wide. He's being urged to shoot. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he was quick to react. Kagawa. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Foot in. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Haaland. Beckham. Quality ball. And it's Gerrard. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's had it taken off him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Knocks it into space. Rooney. York. And the break is on. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
York. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Kagawa is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, that's been intercepted, and he's had it nicked away. Into the last 5 minutes. Look at the space here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pinches it off him. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rooney. That's really well manoeuvred. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
We would like to inform you that
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Gerrard.
Don't test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Number 9,
Well played, snuffed out the danger.
Number 18, Van Nistelrooy. Coming on the field.
And it's McAllister.
Number 20, McAllister. Number 20,
Ekitike. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Number 13, Ekitike. Number 14.
Nice control.
Substitution.
Can he get it through?
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it!
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Dink through. Donnarumma getting this one clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cross to the back post. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is a little undercooked. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, that's well spotted. Vardiol. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Please be made aware that smoking is
Well, it has
only
been a
permitted in
punishing
designated
game, both
areas
physically
within
and
these
mentally.
grounds.
But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Timber.
Ekitike really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rodri. McAllister. Rodri. Aims beyond the defence.
And the finish!
Now, who's going to be first to this?
This is the time you need that pace.
Irwin. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's McAllister. It's a promising position. It's run loose here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Drogba. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Eriksson. And that will be it. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours.
Thank you very much for your
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium,
everybody,
and the
and
players on the
welcome
pitch
to
are
today's
raring to
match.
go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
The action has already started.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Van Dijk
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Vardiol.
Touches it back. And this is Hullet.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No way through.
Oh, good read.
Short changes him with that pass. Adams calmly anticipates.
Ibrahimovic. And here's Rooney.
Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival.
Ibrahimovic.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Neither side especially adventurous early on.
Threads one in, and he was quick to react.
And it's Rooney. Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He can get that clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Great vision. Defending of the desperate variety. Rodri.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Tries to pass it through.
Now it's Hullet.
Rafinha.
There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Thuram. There he goes, motoring forward. Cannavaro.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Barella.
Tries to play it through.
Closing in on goal.
He's free, he has got space.
Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Can he get it through? Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Vieira. Nicely shaped ball.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Now he's got space here. Matheus Cunha. He's had it taken off him.
Rooney. He's got away.
That is good strength.
Oh, what has happened here?
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Rafinha.
Can he get on the end of this? Hullet has it out wide and in space.
Rodri. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
He's in plenty of space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Gullit. And here's Rafinha. Guardiola gets into some space. Guardiola is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Gullit. Oh, super ball! And this is Gullit.
Shot, surely! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets.
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Liverpool, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Tries a deft little ball. That's the keeper's ball. Platini. That's a sharp pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Platini. Rooney gets into a good position. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And this is Ibrahimovic. Takes a shot! Barella. It's Gullit. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here.
Big chance! He has done it!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And this is Ronaldo. Well timed, excellent interception. Just eases him off the ball. Vieira is fouled. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Vieira can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chips it through. So what can they make of this? Now that looks a decent ball. And it's made its way to him. And now they can clear their lines. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Ibrahimovic looking for the run.
He's had a shot! It's in!
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Gullit.
Both sides then
Number
taking this
15,
chance to turn to their
Cristiano
benches.
Ronaldo.
This is
Number
threatening to
21,
become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Rafinha. Coming on the field, number 9, Ibrahimovic. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Number 17, Bellingham.
Now the cross,
Number 5,
and he gets rid in a hurry.
Number 10, Olise. Substitution in progress.
Vitinha. And this is Rooney, looking tidy in possession here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. That's good play. Oh no, this does not look good. Cross needs a header! Oh, it's hit the post.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing and there's no compromise.
Vardiol spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Is there any support? He might not need it. Nicked it back promptly. Aimed beyond the defence. There's the shot! And he hits the net. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they...
Oh, what a climb! A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vitinha. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Bergkamp has quite the
added minutes
footballing
has been
brain.
indicated.
He's almost never outsmarted. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? And he's had it nicked away. Vitinha. Roberto Baggio. Adriano. And he cuts out the supply. So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Now it's Gullit. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Eto'o. Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival. He is just caressing the ball. Mignon claims it, safe hands. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has a look up. Rafinha. Rodri. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Thinks about the shot. Rodri gets it clear. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, what has happened here? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. Now it's Gullit. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yaya Toure.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rodri. Oh, a delicate chip through. Rodri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's found a way past. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Cristiano Ronaldo. This might spell... and the shot! There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Come backwards here. And it's Yaya Toure.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rafinha. He's had it taken off him. Gullit. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Maldini. Ambitious ball here.
Bullet! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And this is Gullit. And it's skewed away. Rodri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Manchester United finding their passes. Mateus.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's had it nicked away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Just a quick
How's the
announcement.
first half
We would
compared
like
with
to
your
inform you that
expectation?
Well, I don't
CCTV
think
is
either
now
side
in
will have
operation
too much
for your
to
safety.
complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're just settling back into this second half. Bergomi kept his eye on it. Oh no, this does not look good. Can he get on the end of this? Rodri. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Barella. Rafinha. That pass has been well intercepted. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Gullit is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Yaya Toure. Played backwards here. Mateus. And it's Gullit. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Barella.
He's one-on-one! He's chance!
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Rafinha. And this is Gullit. No, he's not getting past him there. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eto'o, he has found the way through. That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Rodri. Mateus. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Yaya Toure. And Mateus. Gullit. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. Nice interception, well timed. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bergkamp. Now, can they get him away? And no, that was never going to make it. And they can counter here. Gullit. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, height could
Number
make all the
77,
difference on these set pieces.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 88, Gullit. Number 16, Rodri. Number 13, Mateus. Eto'o.
Cleared away.
Coming on the field, number 7, Cantona.
Well, there's no doubt
Number
that they want to
11,
win this, Peter.
number
They'll have to
4,
maintain
Vieira.
the energy and dynamism
Number 10,
until the very end, though.
Neymar. Number 17, Rafael Leão. Substitution.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that is a good... Rafael Leão! And somehow he managed to miss it. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. Very nicely done, Guardiola. Cross to the back post. Up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And here's Rafael Leão.
Oh, really well played.
Neymar has it out wide and in space. Oh, that's nice. And it's Vieira.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's in a great position here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Best. Ibrahimovic. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rafael Leao, and he was quick to react. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. On colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, we're underway.
Donnarumma, a player joining here a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career.
He's got tall. Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Nice looking ball. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. Ronaldo might just make this. Michael. Great run on the overlap here. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, that's neat.
Crosses it in, climbs up big!
He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Pull it!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception, well timed. Messi. Icon. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's clever.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Matheus Cunha. That's good vision. Best. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. Best place. Big header! Oh, off the bar! Vardiol gets it away. That's very neat. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Vieira tries to pass it through, and he's cleared it out of harm's way. Matheus Cunha is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here. And he's following up! They've scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Not so much sophistication. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Palmer! And they get themselves in front! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
He's one-on-one! Thuram gets it clear. Maicon's cross. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a good run he's making there. Vieira. Swings in across. Bellingham. Now, what about a counter-attack?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Matheus Cunha. Now that's well seen too. Now he's off and running. Icon conjures time and space where few can. He's in space and looking for options. There's he gets big! Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Pinches it off him. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi! Oh, taken with style! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che parcheggiare nell'area circostante lo stadio è severamente proibito.
You